All right, guys, welcome back to some more SBF basketball. We've got another banger in store for you tonight as we're about to watch the Bay Area Bushido make their SBF TV debut. They're going to be taking on the Chupacabras of Albuquerque. You hear that, Ray Cortez and Honcho? I might not be able to change it for real in-game, but I can pretend. And opening tip-off goes the way of Michael Bay Honcho. He's going to kick it up to Darnell Turner. Darnell Turner going to have to go to work against the rookie, Alessandro Carter. A lot of people's pick for Rookie of the Year. Mr. I fell to number 4. Nobody knows how. Alessandro Carter makes his way to the Bay Area. Joe Weber, a couple cross. Great Euro to get to the rim and score. Great score there. And that's a quick pass down low to Michael Bay Honcho. Great lay-in. Honcho and Cayman Cider had an impressive debut as a duo a few days ago. Joe Weber, quick shot. Carter with the dime. Here's Cayman Cider going to bring it up. These two are going to form one of the most impressive front courts I've ever seen, especially once they're both fully upgraded. Honcho comes to set a screen. Kick over to Darnell Turner. 8 seconds on the clock. Turner driving, lays it up and in. Alessandro swing over to Knight. Knight's going to get it right back to Carter. Carter trying to drive. Gets his own loose ball. Step back. Look at the space. Great move there from Mr. Alessandro as both teams can't miss right now. Darnell Turner. Swing it over to Jordan Harrison. Jordan. A little fader. First miss the Knight. Saris Knight's going to reel it in. Pushing tempo himself. Saris driving right at Cayman Cider. Forced to pick it up. Screen set. Alessandro by himself to the rim. Alessandro Carter, rookie out of UNC. They won the national championship last year, and he won player of the game for that game. He really was the heart and soul of this team alongside Josh Robinson. Woodson was a great defender. Kiere Prince came on strong towards the end of the season, but it was really Carter and Robinson who won that team, won that game for that team. Not just the game, but the entire season. That was their team. Yeah, great bounce pass down low to Honcho. What a feed there. Absolutely spectacular bounce pass through traffic. Honcho is he is going to change the SBF forever. We don't have a lot of effective scoring big men in this league, and Honcho is definitely going to change that. Here comes Joe Weber driving to the rim. Great defense there by Darnell Turner. He forced the miss, and now he's bringing the ball up court. Turner up court. Honcho throws it down. Honcho making a strong case for Rookie of the Year early, and there's a steal from Harrison. Harrison kicks it to the corner. Javon Randolph, who's going to step back, fire, mid-range. That goes. The Chupacabras look good right now. Bounce pass over to rookie Gabe George. Swing to Alessandro. Eight seconds left on the clock. Pick and roll, Don Maker. Alessandro gets it to him. He goes up with it. Missed shot. Cayman Cider pulls it down. Here come the Chupacabras. Darnell swings over. Honcho! Another one. Michael Bay Honcho have the Chupacabras out to a 6-point lead early. 2:49 left in the first quarter. These Chupacabras look to be on fire in this game. And they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Feed Honcho in the post. The recipe is as simple as that. Get the ball to Honcho in the post. Kick out to Travis House. Travis is going to drop it down to Saris, who kicks it back to Carson. Carson guarded by Kiere, who just checked in for the first time. And driving layup is good as Honcho comes up to try to guard up close, and they blow by. And another one, but Knight blocks it from behind. Great defense that time from Saris Knight. He's a good rim protector. Honcho having his way in the paint. And Saris Knight finally getting one up on the mustache man. Honcho's got a fantastic mustache, as it looks like he's checked out of this game. Rackley and Louis Olson are now in. Kiere has it at the wing. Backing down Crawford, kicks it over to Martin. 3 seconds left. Kiere over to Turner. Turner puts it up. No good. Rackley tries to come down with the rebound, but it looks like Luther Knox knocked it out of his hands. They're going to give the ball back to the Bushido. Travis House, the former A-Town assassin, traded for a first-round pick a few years ago. Julius Carter Jr., couple of dribble moves, then drives to the rim. Gets his own rebound. Putback's good. JCJ with an absolutely fantastic hustle play there. Louis Olson comes up top of Kiere with a backdoor cut. Nice feed from Dante Martin Jr. How about that SBF Football League, everybody? If you haven't already, go over there, make a football player, join in on the fun. If we can get enough user players in for next season, we can look into an expansion, but for right now, we're stuck at 4 teams. Still having a great time with those 4 teams, but you know how it goes. The more, the merrier. SBF Football, 1 in a million. Don't know why I used that as my little ending there, but it works, I think. Maybe it even convinced you guys to join. I don't know. And great pass. I was really hoping for an emphatic slam, but I'll take the lay-in instead. Mike Williams checking in for the first time. He was the second-round draft pick. He's going to do a step-back 3. Not going to fall for him. Louis Olson with the rebound. And putback falls in. Julius Carter Jr. takes the screen set from Saris, driving left, goes up with it, and blocked. Sent out of bounds there by Dante Martin Jr., or was that Sean Rackley? That is Sean Rackley. Not a lot of defense in this game so far, but when it does happen, they're exciting. Luther Knox inbounds over Crawford. Crawford puts up the shot. That's not going to fall. Olsen comes away with it. Here comes Louis. Swings over to Martin Jr. Martin's going to take the screen there. Martin's going to pull. Got it! Dante Martin Jr. puts the Chupacabras up by 4. This should be the last possession for the Bushido. JCJ going to take his time and make sure he gets a good look. Screen set. Carter Jr. back to House. House puts it up. That's no good. As the first quarter comes to an end, we've got a 4-point lead for the Albuquerque Chupacabras. And we're back with quarter number 2. Julius Carter Jr., good open 3 to start the quarter. All right, what are we going to talk about this game, fellas? How about that offseason? One thing that I want to put together as soon as possible, given the time, if I can come up with some, is a offseason grading. I want to grade each GM in the offseason they had. Right now we've got GM of the Year award that I'll give out each season. That will evaluate this offseason as well. But right now it's fresh in everyone's mind. They all are thinking about it. We're all still jaws dropped from what happened. Which one of these two teams had the most successful offseason? In the Bay Area, they had a couple of free agent signings like Luther Knox. They went out and they drafted Alessandro Carter. They got, in my opinion, the steal of the draft. And I mean, I'm fully confident in that. And then they just quietly picked up one of the better second-round options in Gabe George. So the Bushido had a decent free agency. Not big spenders, but got a couple of role players that they needed. And then in the draft, I think they might have had the best draft out there. The only team that can compete with the Bushido's draft, in my opinion, happens to be their opponent tonight. The Chupacabras, Cayman Cider, Michael Honcho, Mike Williams, Kiere Prince. These guys, this is a star-studded rookie class for the Chupacabras. It's going to be nearly impossible for one of these guys not to win Rookie of the Year. The only way it doesn't happen is if they all get in each other's way. But this is definitely, in my opinion, 1A and 1B for rookie classes between these two teams. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go Chupacabras just because they had more successful picks. But I don't think anybody can top the selection of Alessandro Carter at 4, the number 1 guy on the board. In most experts' opinion, Alessandro Carter was the best player available. He went number 4. That's hard to beat. And look at that defense there from Carter, able to stop Mike Williams from scoring and then grabbed the rebound. Carter is under the rim right now, thinking about putting it up. Instead, he gets it to Knox, who puts it up and scores. Nacho sets the screen. They're going to give it to him above the free throw line. 1 foot behind the 3, actually. Driving to the right, goes up with it. Great block from Alessandro. That defense from Mr. Carter has been fantastic. Cayman Cider takes it away. Cayman Cider grabbing a lot of boards in this one. I'm just not liking his offense. There you go. This time they find him down low for the score. That's what I want to see more of. They are utilizing Michael Bay Honcho so much that Cayman Cider's kind of being slept on right now offensively. And I feel like they could use his speed to attack the rim occasionally. And there's Joe Weber doing Joe Weber things. Just when you think momentum has shifted, he will come out and put a halt in either direction. It'll either be good or bad for you. Either way, he's doing something memorable. Javon Randolph goes right at the rim, and it rattles in. So far in this game, I am neutral on Gabe George, on what he brings. He's not doing anything good. He's not doing anything bad. He's not doing anything noticeable at all. Whereas Alessandro, you've seen him make a massive difference on both ends. Offensively, he's been facilitating at an elite level. It's really hard to put it into perspective, that Hall of Fame facilitating badges that people can purchase. But you could definitely see them being showcased here tonight when teammates from Alessandro are making tough shots off of his passes. And defensively, he's got a block and he's got a couple of steals. He's got some rebounds as well. Alessandro's really stuffing that stat sheet. And for a smaller point guard, it's really impressive. There's another block. This time, Don Maker What a story Don Maker is. The former Gotham City Lynx came over last season in a trade. He was just kind of a little salt put onto the pretzel. He wasn't the main course. They didn't even want him, really. They just kind of added him to the trade to spice it up a little bit. But here he is, making an impact for this team still. He came out last season after the trade with a chip on his shoulder, and he played so well. This year, they rewarded his great play from the end of last year by moving him into the starting lineup. Dandy Don Maker. He might not understand basketball, but he's good at it. Alessandro Carter takes see, there's that Dandy Don. What was that screen? You were screened like 4 feet from Alessandro there. Just makes plays like that occasionally. Him and Cletus White both came into the league at the same time, both not knowing basketball. Cletus, just big old muscular man, sets the best screen in the SBF. Other than that, doesn't really do anything. He's just here because people like Cletus. Kentucky raised. Cyrus Knight driving right at Cayman Sider, who goes for the block and instead hits the arm and will send him to the free throw line. Should be 2 easy shots here for Cyrus Knight, as he is a good shooter. Something that he hasn't really showcased yet here in the SBF, but Cyrus Knight is a fantastic 3 shooter, and I'd really like to see the Bushido try him with the pick and pop a little more often. Darnell Turner gets switched up on. Don Maker now has him. Let's see if they take advantage of the speed matchup. If I'm these guys, I might consider an ISO with Darnell. Dante puts up a 3. That's not going to fall. Rebounded Cyrus Knight. Gets it up to Crawford, who gets it over to JCJ. Just over a minute left. JCJ at the rim. Rolls out. Here come the Chupacabras. We got a tied ball game still. Weird screen set from Rackley. Alley-oop slam. I feel like the SBF may set some of the weakest screens in basketball history. A lot of great basketball leagues out there. I feel like the SBF might be the weakest in terms of on-ball screens. These players have just gotten so lazy with it. Sometimes they're like 5 feet away from their intended target before they start their roll. Dante Martin Jr. up top to Kiere. 3 ball. That's good. Mr. Prince drops it from 3. What a story Kiere Prince is. All season got better and better and better and emerged into a elite scoring option by the time the finals came around, and then was a main contributor to defeating their opponent in the NCAA championship. Yes, okay, you guys got me. I'm blanking on who they versed. And I know it was UNC versus somebody. That was a long time ago, and a lot of player trades have happened since then, okay? My brain is fried. You know I'm not looking it up. You guys are going to have to drop it so that we can all move past it. And that's your first half of basketball. We're going to go into halftime with a Chupacabra lead. Come out rested. Come out ready for some more SBF basketball. We'll be back in a few minutes. Here we go. Second quarter basketball is underway. The Bushido will start with it. Gabe George trying with a left-handed layup. That's not going to fall for him. 3-point lead, Chupacabras. Alessandro Carter strips it away. And very wise there to kind of stop and set up a play. And great feed to Joe Weber. Got Joe Weber perfectly so that he could hit the floater. That's why I think Joe Weber and Alessandro Carter might turn into one of the best backcourt duos in the league. These guys complement each other so well. Joe Weber has no filter as to when he should stop taking shots, and I think Alessandro is the best teammate to help keep him under control, if that makes sense, while also providing a spark of scoring himself. Alessandro can demand the ball, take it away from Joe Weber, and not give it to him if he feels Joe Weber is hurting the team. But I feel like he encourages Joe just enough to keep him hot. And Danny Don there with a foul. He's going to send Michael Bay Honcho to the line. Bay got the first. Look at that man. Look at those arms. That's Mike Honcho, everybody. All right, got to hit A so we can go to the second shot. Michael Bay. Second shot. Any day. It's up. Got it. Honchmania. 2 for 2 at the line. Gave the Chupacabras a 1-point lead. I like to do this whenever I watch the Chupacabras play basketball. I like to give random Cayman Cider or Michael Bay Honcho facts. I don't remember who I did last time. That's what she said. But here's a random fact about... I think I did Cayman Cider last time because I think I talked about his dog being gorgeous. So, let me see. Let me see if Michael Bay Honcho is available for a live fact about himself. All right, the message is out. We'll see if Mike Honcho replies back about one fact about himself during the game. If he shares it with me, and if it's appropriate, I will share it with you guys. If he doesn't give me anything by the end, I'll just give you a random fact that I know about Michael Honcho. Great move there. This is such a close game. Neither team can separate. When one team gets cold, the other gets cold as well. And same thing when one gets hot, the other heats up. And there's a mist, and here's an opportunity for the Bushido to take a lead and try to hold on to it. Luther Knox sets a kind of screen. I'm going to start calling those SBF screens. And then Joe Weber with a turn and fade. Can't get it to fall. Randolph goes up strong. Gabe George, though, great defensive efforts that time. Stops him from scoring. Javon Randolph was brought into this Chupacabras team to finally fix their inability to shoot the basketball. And that's going to be a timeout for the Chupacabras. They don't like what they see out there. They're going to talk it out, make some adjustments, come back out, and try to reclaim this lead.
Checking in for the away team.
Here comes Kiere. He also is coming in off the bench to shore up this shooting. Dante Martin, step back, gets it to Kiere. Kiere puts up a tough shot, can't get it to fall. Well, that's going to be on every single top 10 in the world. Gabe George just destroyed Kiere Prince. I'm really doing my all to keep this professional. I am speechless. Gabe George, that was absolutely disrespectful with the offhand shove. I didn't know if Kiere was going to get back up. Wow. Michael Honcho down low, guarded by Luther Knox. That's a big man on a big man, but Luther Knox is a short big man. Michael Honcho made him look even shorter.
2 minutes remaining.
1 point
in the
lead
third.
for
2
the
minutes.
Bushido. They have a lead. They're not looking to lose it. Gabe George, to say the least, is coming out firing in the second half. There's another jumper for him, and he got it. So far, so good for Mr. Gabe George as he's 4 for 5, 8 total points. They drop it down. Honcho, another shot.
Assisted.
Mike Honcho is just a scoring phenom in this game. Compared to other big men in the league, you don't see this anywhere else. They get it back. Crawford has it. 5 seconds left. Back out. Gabe George, 3-ball. That's good. Gabe George is on fire. 4-point lead for the Bushido. 1 minute, 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Chupacabras have got to step up defensively. Martin Jr. tough shot, doesn't go. Kick out right away. Outlet pass to Gabe George. Down low, Weber. Weber up on Turner. Can't get it. Crawford rebound. Put back. Got it. These Bushido not only taking the lead now, starting to run away with it. Michael Bay with a screen. Martin Jr. thinking about it. Gets it over to Turner. Turner driving. 7 seconds left. Corner. Prince. 3. Foul. Can't get the and 4.
Second team foul.
We'll go to the line and shoot 3 though. Prince first free throw is good. Second one for Mr. Prince. That's up and good as well. Kiere, a fantastic shooter. Just getting better and better. His build is absolutely phenomenal. Third free throw falls for him. Chupacabras now down by only 3. Here's JCJ who gets it over to Crawford, who gets the quick score. Guys, this just in. Honcho is coming up with this interesting fact. You will get live fact from Honcho shortly. That is now a guarantee. That is the end of the third quarter. We'll be back in about 30 seconds to start the fourth quarter and possibly bring you the random Honcho fact we've all been waiting for. We'll be back in a few moments.
It's the fourth quarter, crowd. Get up and make some noise.
All right, and we are back to start quarter number 4. 3-point lead for the Bushido. And this has been a close back and forth game the entire time. Backdoor cut, Dante Martin Jr. Layup is good. Great feed there from Mr. Sider. Cayman's younger brother, Dixon Sider, just joined Texas Tech this season. He'll be participating in the SBF's NCAA League. had a fantastic debut last night. Random fact for Honcho. When Michael Bay Honcho was a young lad, his dream was to one day work for NASA, and he actually applied for an internship there. True story. That's the fact. JCJ, three's no good. We got a tied game after that Kiere three. Julius misses, and now a chance to take the lead. Martin Jr. puts it up, no good. Rebounded Knight. What a wholesome story. There's a lot of different directions that could have been taken with Honcho. And I mean, applying for an internship, that's nice. It's a feel-good story. I'm sorry you didn't make it. Or maybe there's still hope. Maybe this basketball is just a filler until you get that internship.
Substitution for the away team.
Or maybe you partner your NASA experience with your basketball, and one day we start a space league. I don't know, I'm just spitballing now. He also recently finished his degree in physics, has applied to the University of Phoenix online master's program, where he hopes to learn more about aerospace sciences. Such a smart guy. Like Honcho. Handsome, tall, strong, and smart. And layup there from Darnell Turner. We got a tied ball game, 64 points apiece. And Honcho with a block. He had about 7 of them in his debut game. That's his first tonight. I'm sure Honcho is probably going to be up there and leading the league for blocks per game. Don Maker inbounds it. Saris Knight pumps once, pumps twice, thinking about it, kick it back to Alessandro. This is where somebody like Alessandro comes up huge for your team. His ability to close out games and his composure that he has in big moments will be huge in a tied ball game late in the fourth. As Kiere Prince with a great move to get the score. Chupacabras finally back up on top. Screen set from Crawford. Great pass, Alessandro over to Crawford for the score. What a bounce pass. We've seen a couple of great bounce passes tonight, and that's such an unutilized move in most leagues, including this one. People don't use the bounce pass as often as they should, as Kiere misses everything on an open 3 attempt. Baker sets the screen. House going back and forth, picked up by Honcho. House driving at Honcho. This never ends well. There's the block. And alley-oop to Honcho. These Chupacabras are just so damn exciting to watch. All right, I'm going to give this to one person only. I'm going to forget about it, so when you DM me, if I say, what are you talking about, just remind me. For 100 points, the first person to watch this and message me, Michael Bay Honcho, will get 100 points. First person, only one. Just DM me. I am Jeffrey John, Assassin's GM, Commissioner of the SBF. Just DM me and say Michael Bay Honcho, and you'll get 100 points. And Honcho, great defense there. Kick out Jordan Harrison. Three minutes left in the pass inside to Honcho. The slam. 18 points off of 20 minutes tonight. 4-point lead. Under 3 minutes to go now. Sarah Knight kicks it out. Alessandro, 3-ball. That's not going to go. Rebounded Honcho. He's everywhere. Cayman Cider's also heating up. Don't know how, but he is. Turner backing his guy down. Turn, spin, left hand. That's it. Joe Weber's going to bring the ball up this time. They want him and his scoring ability to take over as he finds Don Maker down low. It's not over yet. I mean, it's only a 4-point ball game. It's going to be tough for the Bushido to close it out with how these big men for the Chupacabras are playing, but it is possible. Honcho, open 3, steps in for the mid-range, doesn't fall. I was really hoping he'd snipe it. Carter, kickback, Gabe George. Had George caught that pass, that would have been an easy 3. Instead, Joe Weber is going to get the easy 3. That goes. A minute 30 left, 1-point ball game. And that's a attempted steal. No, Harrison gets it back and scores. Almost turned it over and cost his team. He's got 3 tonight. That would have been 4. Weber, you can tell he wants it and he gets blocked. And that's what I was talking about earlier with Joe Weber. Sometimes you can just taste it before it even happens that he's about to put something dumb up. He cost his entire team with that decision, but here they go, going back to him. Alessandro playing off ball in the final moments, although, in my opinion, he's the best person to have the ball. Cayman Cider, great defensive play, and grabbed the rebound. Harrison, scoop score, got it. 7-point lead. The Chupacabras are on a run to close it out. Remember, guys, right after the game, I will be showing you the box score so you can see exactly how your favorite players did. That idea brought to us by Blaze, the Hoop Stars GM. Fantastic idea for me to start showing box scores at the end of games. Allows people to quickly see what their players did without having to wait for me to send them pictures. Kick out, Honcho, mid-range, that's good. And again, looks like the Bushido are just sticking with loyalty here. Weber, the guy to bring it up in closing moments. I'm thinking they're going to learn from that mistake. The Chupacabras actually do have to get a shot off here. They cannot just run it out. And here they go. They got it. 9-point win for the Chupacabras. Baby. Make that a 6-point win. Thanks to that made 3, they're probably going to start the foul game. Good pass. Take more time off the clock. Kind of risky. Maybe it wasn't a good pass. Maybe you should have just held on to it and took the foul. Lucky that wasn't a backcourt call. And there you have it. Let's do that box score for you guys. Joe Weber. Gabe George really lit it up. Let's see if they show his poster. Yep, there it is. They don't show the follow through on that poster, but JCJ 4 dimes. Look at Alessandro, stat sheet stuffing, 6'3", 7 and 2. Game by a lot of these players. Chupacabras, Mike Honcho, 22 and 5 with 2 blocks. Dante, 14, 4 assists. Kiere, 13 off the bench. Cayman Cider, 2, 7 and 3. Cayman Cider's been a better rebounder this season so far than Honcho, which is surprising me. All right, guys, and there you have it. That's the end of the game. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.